Hi everybody, Bald&Curious here. So here with another toy. If you watch my channel, I did tease with a picture. Oops, I did it again. And something I would never thought I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna go that way. And that's one of these, Smith&Wesson M&P 2.0 metal. Now, first of all, I hate this box, okay? It's huge, it's unpractical. Smith&Wesson, please, get rid of this box. Nobody's gonna ever use this box for anything. You can't travel with it anyway, so what's the point? Give me a rag, give me a bag or something like that, something, you know, that I can use. So, let's see what you get in the box. Alright, so this is what you get in the box. You get 4 magazines. Obviously, the gun doesn't come with the red dot sight. That's already something I did. And the gun comes with the mounted mag well that I glued to the back of it. Okay, that I'm probably never gonna use because it doesn't make it carry optic legal. So let me put you on a stand and let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about the negatives first, okay? And that's a stupid 10-round magazines. Now, I hate Smith&Wesson does that, CZ does that. They make the actual bodies, metal bodies, 10 round. They slap some stupid piece of plastic over there to make up the difference. I get it. They're making it New York compliant, and we should be glad for that, but please stop doing that. It's gotta be a lot easier for a manufacturer to just make a full-size magazine and then put a dimple at the 10 rounds, just like the SIG does it, okay? And then makes it 10 round magazine, and doesn't really help us, but at least I can use aftermarket base plates. If I wanna get some metal base plates for put a little weight on the bottom so it drops easier or whatnot, it just makes it easier. Yes, they do make a base plates for these stupid magazines as well, but they're ridiculous. So all the gun manufacturers, please stop doing this. Just do the full-size magazine, put 2 dimples on each side, and that makes it a 10 round. Alright, so the gun comes with 3 different bag straps, actually 4 different bag straps. For some reason there's 2 mediums, one small, medium, and large. So I got small, medium, and another medium because one comes installed on the gun already, so I kind of didn't understand the purpose of it. Another thing is you have this tool in the back of it, so you don't have to pull the trigger to disengage, and that tool also holds the back strap in place, or if you choose to go with the mag well, it holds the mag well in place, but they actually give you a different tool for that. It's shaped a little differently. And they also give you a little different magazine release. I'm guessing standard, this is extended one. So far I didn't have an issue with this magazine release. It seems to be working just fine. I can reach it without shifting my position. I didn't have a problem dropping the magazine, so that was good. The way the red dot is mounted, they give you this plastic sort of like shims. Let's pull one out. Well, let's start with the cover. The cover that if you don't use red dot is basically plastic as well, which I don't really have a problem with that because all it does is just covers the holes. If I can find it. Okay, so it's just a plastic, and I'm okay with that. There's no need. This is hard plastic, it's fine. Then they give you all these different ones for all different optics. They also give you a set of screws, and manual has a little chart that shows which screws and which plate you use for which dot. And again, mounting a Delta Point Pro was no issue. I have the same Delta Point Pro on my X5 Legion. I've been running it for a long time. I had one of them that did go bad. There was like a solder joint that went bad for a battery contact. The loophole fixed it in really timely manner, so I'm gonna stick with these Delta Point Pros for now. I like the window, they're robust, I like the 3 MOA dot, so I'm happy. Now, I was never a big fan of M&P line. For some reason, the first M&Ps, when they came up with the core version, which was the optic ready, and they were pretty much one of the first ones that came with that, I just couldn't, I don't know, there was something about it, you know, fit right in my hand. And what bugged me the most was the trigger. The trigger was ridiculous. It was long, it was heavy, it was creepy, it was ridiculous. This trigger is the reason why I bought this gun. I stopped by the gun store, they had the kitty version of this, and I tried the trigger, and the trigger was excellent. So I went to my gun store, I said, you gotta order me a competition version of this gun. So he did. So here's the trigger. Okay, you got a little take up, you got nice, crisp, clean break, no creep. I'm gonna say somewhere around 4 pounds, and then watch the reset. That's it. Boom. So I don't know if Apex or some other trigger company had hands in this trigger, but this trigger is, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best stock striker fire triggers out there. It's just, I can't say enough good words. And I am a trigger snob. I hate guns with the crappy triggers. So once I put my Delta Point Pro, the sights are useless because you can't go witness. For me, it's not a problem. It's a competition gun. I really do not need co-witness sights for a competition gun. To be honest, it's kind of in a way. If I'm looking through the window and I see the front sight, it's kind of in a way for me. My X5 Legion, I removed the front sight completely. Now, this is a lot lighter than X5, the Legion I'm running right now. Especially Legion's got that, I have that 8-ounce weight flashlight in front of it, which mitigates recoil quite a bit. I'll show you muzzle rise. This gun, hopefully, it'll shoot as good as I think. So let's go out to the range. Let's go shoot it, and then we'll get back and I'll tell you what I think. All right, let's zero the red dot of this bad boy. Gotta stand on my target first. And of course I picked it up yesterday. It was a beautiful day. Didn't get a chance to come to the range, so I gotta deal with it today. Kind of chilly day today. It's only about 40. Kind of windy up on the hill over here. So really not a good day for this. And windy. Lost the target 3 times already. I have no idea where this dot's gonna go, if it's even close, but stuff like that never stopped us before. Very first shots. Oh, that didn't inspire confidence. Neither did that. Really? This runs in a SIG, no problem. Pretty much all my guns. Okay. I can't get more than 1 round. Let's try a different magazine.
Okay, what am I doing wrong? Let's try different ammo. I'm not sure because the top of the box says 147 grain. This shows 135. So this might be the practice ammo that's a little bit weaker, but still ran in a SIG fairly without the problem. So that doesn't really inspire confidence. Let's try with this. Yeah, a little more left. But I would say that's zeroed. Alright, so those first, what, 20, 30 rounds. Definitely doesn't like weak ammo. Which, okay. I'm not gonna ding the gun for that. Trigger is excellent. Right out of the box, this is probably one of the best stock striker-fired triggers out there. The controls seem to be at the right spot. I wish this would be a little more beveled, but it's not as soft shooting as the X5 Legion, that's for sure. Let's try some of this ammo. These are, I don't even care if it runs with this ammo. I'm just curious if it's gonna ignite the primers, because these are the harder primers. Yeah, so well, definitely doesn't like the ammo, but the primers, it seems to ignite them just fine. So, alright, let's come back with more ammo maybe tomorrow. Okay, let's try this again. New day. It's a little bit warmer, still pretty windy up here, but I got new targets set up. Nothing crazy, you know. I'm at about 15 yards. Now these are the hot primers. I wonder and that makes me a happy camper, okay? These are the really hot primers, whatever the heck this is. And SIG would not fire those. This gun fires them pretty good, and that makes me happy. So let's shoot a little more, and I guess we'll shoot the hot primers. These magazines are really tight, 10 rounds, and look, I can't even push the bullet in. So reloading with one in the chamber is gonna be a pain in the butt. Try a couple of headshots. Let's go take a look. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all here First I aimed here, then I aimed here. So I adjusted the windage a little bit to the right. Seems to be shooting fine now. You see, the one in the chamber, and you really gotta smack that magazine in there. I might try to shoot it this Saturday at the competition. I mean, I really like the gun, I really like the trigger. This, I don't like this. This got too much of a sharp edges over here. I have to do something about that. Alright, I'm not a big fan of chamber indicator. I don't know how well it shows. Maybe try from this side. You see all the black crap on the side? Yeah, that's from the little hole over there. So I don't know what genius put a loaded chamber indicator on a competition gun. SIG did the same thing, but SIG replaced the barrels for free. Yeah, I called the SIG, I showed them the same problem. No questions asked, they sent me 2 new barrels. So, Smith&Wesson, come on.
So the first range session was a disaster. I brought the wrong ammo, and it was just cold. I ended up putting like 30-40 rounds through the gun and just calling a day. The next day was a little warmer. It was a lot better. I brought different ammo, and I got the gun running. Now, one thing I have to ding the gun is for that it's ammo sensitive. So I'm guessing there's something to do with the actual recoil spring. I might have to look into that. X5 Legion comes with the 2 different recoil springs, and quite honestly, I run the lighter one, and it eats up pretty much any ammo I put in it. I don't really have any issues with the stovepipes. This spring, recoil spring, definitely feels a lot heavier, so it didn't like the light rounds, which on the other hand, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, it's you have to feed the gun the right ammo. Once I fed it right ammo, it ran 100%. I was really pleased that I had no problem running the hot primers. That was a big surprise to me, considering how nice, crisp, and black the trigger is. So that was a big surprise that it's got 0 issues with those primers. So I would call it a wash, just because it doesn't want to run the lighter loads, but it'll run the heavier, not heavier, but the harder primers. Other than that, this is called a competitor, and literally everything about this gun screams competition. From a buttons cut in the front to a really aggressive serrations in the front, serrations in the back. The actual grip textures on the front and rear panels is just puts plenty of gripness in the right spot. Only thing I'm not too crazy about, I might do something about it. I've been known to modify the guns to fit my hands. I'm not afraid to take a Dremel to it. I might mess with the trigger guard a little bit, because, don't freak out because I aim the gun at you. If you see where my thumb is, where my finger is, it's a lot higher. With my X5, I'm like this. This gives me a little more room, and I tend to ride that trigger guard a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Whatever genius came up with a loaded chamber indicator for a competition gun should be fired from Smith&Wesson. Okay, so Smith&Wesson needs to address this, just like SIG did. They should send us new barrels, because this is completely stupid. You can't you know, you go through 3-4 magazines and you got a big spot on your optic, so you kind of have to clean it after every stage. So you shouldn't be doing that. So that's one of the negatives. But so far, the way this gun feels, the way it shoots, and everything, I'm real happy for all this for under $1,000. You know, a couple of corks, like I said, the magazines and the loaded chamber indicator, but you know, that's stuff I can deal with if I have to. And like I said, under $1,000, I think it's a real winner. So I'm gonna go out tomorrow to Watervliet. Well, I don't know when you guys are gonna see this video, but I'm gonna go to Albany, shoot a match tomorrow. I only have 4 magazines, which I should be fine, because I don't think they do any huge stages, maybe 1 or 2, and chances are somebody's gonna be running a Smith&Wesson there too, so I might be able to borrow a mag. Actually did buy the magazine in Pennsylvania. I bought a high cap so I can have for the free states, but by mistake I bought a 15 round magazine, not 17, so they don't fit this gun. So definitely gonna have to get a bigger magazines and base pads, but you know, for now, especially since tomorrow I'm only shooting in New York anyway, this should be just fine. If you like this kind of videos, please like, share and subscribe. And as always, have fun and keep shooting. Go shoot some competition. Don't be afraid to shoot new guns.